Doctor, what are some of the grave concerns that we've mentioned is as part of our introduction that bother you, that should be highlighted meticulously to all the guardians out there?
Good evening, everyone. This is a really very disturbing study, and my heart breaks really to. I just read the study and I was disturbed. Basically, our young people, I think they have the 4 points should be kept in mind. First and the foremost is the family relationships. The younger adults at this point of time, they're not close to their parents, grandparents, so we have more of nuclear families. I think we should promote a good relation between parents, grandparents, and the kids should be allowed to live in a big family. So second thing, which I think every parent promotes, is giving a small a phone in the hands of a kid, and he uses it. I think the screen time has increased, I think, from 7, 8 hours to 10 hours, and it is really addicting now. As you see, so many suicides happening, so many things, mental breakdowns happening, and with this, the issue is that increasing screen time, there is decreased sleep, attention span. You can't think really in normal ways. So this is one more reason
So
for,
when we're
as
talking
you
about
already
more
said.
screen exposure, doctor, how does that directly link up with a weakened emotional regulation of the body? I know you're sleeping less, you're probably thinking about social validation so much, but in medical terms, how big of a problem is this? And how is it directly linked with this weakening of emotional regulation?
See, basically, with what happens with this smartphone, the rays are emitted by the screen. So there is a hormonal imbalance in our brain. So these are the most important things for emotional support. You need certain hormones, certain neuroregulators in the brain.
But a score of 33 on the mental health quotient, it's clinically speaking, how concerning is that for our young population? That's something that we all need to take a look at. We're talking about how families from joint setups have become very nuclear. A young Indian adult out there is more depressed. He's more on, they're more on their social media. But on the contrary, if I were to be the devil's advocate, they'd say, you're more emotionally available. You're more emotionally available on social media. Isn't that the truth, doctor? People outside, they're saying because of social media, people can, and youngsters are channeling their emotions better. They're not bottling it inside themselves. They're putting it out there, whether it be a comment, whether it be a reel, whether it be a repost. It's all happening in real time. So where is this bottling of emotions happening really?
So you see, actually, bottling of emotions, the other person on the other end, you don't know who is on the other end. Suppose nowadays they are speaking to Chat GPT and like some AI tools. So that is not actually a person. So that is the biggest problem.
Okay. And when we're talking about day-to-day practice, would you recommend something? I mean, of course, you've already spoken about how we need to connect with our elderly at home a little bit more, maybe drop the use of, digital screens, use them lesser. Anything else that you'd like to flag?
Let me add 1 or 2 points more.
Yeah.
So regarding, I'll talk about the processed food. We should encourage our kids not to take more of the processed foods. So they are not really healthy, and it affects our mental health. It affects mental health very badly. So you should avoid everything. So one more point is that we should really try these kids to make them more spiritual, and tell them to go for meditation and some things, brain relaxing exercises like playing Sudoku, like learning new languages, so that their brain becomes more sharp.
But the youngster will say, doctor, I'm playing Sudoku on my phone. You want me to drop the phone down and I'm playing Sudoku on my phone. The spirituality that you're talking about, the yoga classes, I'm taking all of those yoga classes on my phone. All right,